This Liberty Sports Update is brought to you by Beacon Credit Union.
My name is Nick Pierce, and it's time now for an update on the Lady Flames swimming and diving team. I'm joined here by Lady Flames junior Mikayla Herich. New with the team here this year. Mikayla, appreciate you taking a few moments here for us. Transfer from Ohio, first season here with the Lady Flames. How's everything gone for you?
It's going really well. It was a bit of adjustment at first coming into a new conference, obviously a new facility, new coaches. But as far as the team atmosphere goes, it's been a great change, and just the practicing schedule has been a little bit tougher than I'm used to. Pretty grueling here, but all the girls in the atmosphere and the coaches just really keep you uplifted, and that I think is what has been the biggest help to get through each and every day.
Yeah, you said coming into a new conference in the CCSA. So far, you've done well there, though. The 400 IM seems to be going well for you here this year. What has led to your success?
I think a lot of it just has to do with the focused training that Jessica has us doing. Each and everything that we do, she has a reason for, and I think that we all just have so much trust in her and what she has us doing, so that helps that when we come to a meet, we know that we have been doing the right things to be able to perform. And even if I'm not exactly at the time where I want to be, she always just keeps reminding me that I am where I need to be, and that she knows it's going to come like when it needs to come at the end of the season.
You mentioned Jessica, then also Jake Schellenberger, the head coach. When you first met the coaching staff here, what really drew you into Liberty?
Honestly, I felt pretty connected to both of them at first, and then obviously, so I am a middle distance swimmer, so I swim with Jessica on a daily basis, and I really felt connected to her especially. Also love Jake, but I knew that I'd be training on a daily basis with Jessica, so I wanted to feel that connection, especially with her, and I did. And especially coming from Ohio, where I also had a female coach, I think that kind of helped with the adjustment, having her just kind of a similar training standpoint as I was used to at Ohio, so it helped having her there. It just made me feel comfortable coming in and being under her.
After missing last year with an injury and then transferring in here as well, what was the most challenging part overcoming that?
I think just trying not to look back on my freshman year, which was 2 years ago, and compare where I am now versus where I was then. I know the first meet I kind of struggled a little bit with my times, seeing that they were pretty far off of where I was freshman year, but Jessica just kept reminding me that it was going to take a little bit longer to get back into the training schedule, and then also into dual meets, just because my body wasn't used to doing that much work, so I knew it was going to take a little bit longer. So after every meet, she kind of just would remind me that she didn't think that I was super far off, and if she was okay, then I knew that I would be okay. She was going to tell me if something was wrong, or if that she didn't think I was where I was supposed to be. So just having the faith in her coaching, and then also just in myself that I'll be ready.
How about joining a program that's had as much success in as short amount of time as Liberty has? I mean, things on a 19 match dual meet win streak. I'll get it right in a minute, but as much success as this program's had, a conference championship at the top of the conference or near it pretty much every single year, does that make you excited to be a part of something like this?
Yeah, I'm very excited. I think that coming here, I didn't really know much about Liberty's history, but obviously through this year I've learned a lot more and kind of learned to have that drive to beat FGCU. And so last weekend was the first weekend where I felt like I was like, okay, this is what it's really about. And we got to race them at their pool, which was super exciting. And just seeing the joy and how driven we were to beat them in that dual meet was really exciting. And so I'm very excited to see how conference will go here.
Yeah, that had to be fun swimming outside, too, down in Fort Myers. That's something that you don't do a whole lot of in Ohio, or even here for that matter.
Yeah, it definitely kind of took a toll for me on the IM, because swimming backstroke outside really isn't my thing. And I kind of just have to make sure to stay focused and not get distracted by the sun beaming in my eyes or how hot it was outside. But it was definitely fun, and it kind of just, we all were very excited to be outside, but it definitely does take its effect on me a little bit, especially after a week of being outside for practices where it's very hot and the water was a little warmer than we're used to, especially for a distance swimmer. It's kind of extremely rough to swim outside in the warm heat, but it made for a fun meet. So,
Mikayla, what's your earliest memory of swimming, and when did you know that this was something that you really wanted to pursue?
So I'm actually the youngest of 4 kids, and all 3 of my older siblings swam. So I didn't really have a choice when I started swimming. I kind of just got thrown into the sport. So I started swimming when I was 3 and then started competing when I was 5.
Did they just throw you into the water then, so to speak?
Yes, pretty much. So, and then I started competing at 5, like I just said, and then I remember just loving it when I was really little. I've always been kind of big for my age. I was pretty tall as an 8-year-old. I remember just towering over everyone and thought it was so fun. But yeah, so it's been around for as long as I can remember. So
Good stuff. Well, Mikayla, we're glad you're here. We appreciate your time and wish you the best of luck coming up here.
thank you.